Students, today we will study the anatomy of dicotyledonous stem. Anatomical feature of dicotyledonous stem shows considerable variation, and therefore stem of Helianthus anus is considered as a typical example. Stems with abnormal features and the secondary growth will be discussed separately in the later. First of all, we will study about the young stem of sunflower. A section through sunflower stem, that is Helianthus anus, reveals the following important features. First is outermost epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost single layer composed of com- 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 composed of compactly arranged tubular parenchymatous cell. The cells are attached end to end along their radial wall without intercellular spaces and appear rectangular in cross section. Cells are living with vacuolated protoplasm, which is usually without chloroplast. The outer wall is cuticularized to check the loss of water. Large number of multicellular epidermal hairs and sometimes a few stomatas are found on the epidermis. Stomatas are of ranunculus type. Second is the ground tissue. Ground tissue is differentiated into two distinct zones, the hypodermis and the cortex. Hypodermis is found immediately below the epidermis, which consists of a few layers of collenchymatous cell showing angular thickness. Hypodermis form a continuous band providing mechanical support to the growing stem. Collenchymatous cell may have a few chloroplasts. Then cortex, it is found next to the hypodermis, consisting of loosely arranged parenchymatous cell with a fairly large number of intercellular spaces. The cells are thin walled, oval or rounded and living with a distinct nucleus and cytoplasm. Some isolated mucilaginous canals lined with the epidermal cell are found in this region. The cell of the cortex may contain some chloroplast and thus may function as a assimilatory cell. Cortical cell mainly serve for the food storage. Endodermis. Endodermis, the innermost layer of the cortex which separates cortex from the stele, is the endodermis. It is a kind of wavy band made of compactly set barrel-shaped parenchymatous cell. Since these cells are rich in starch grain, the endodermis is sometimes referred to as a starch sheet. Their radial and inner wall are thickened due to the deposition of lignin and suberin, forming a Casparian strip. A characteristic feature of the endodermis. Stele. It includes pericycle, vascular bundle, pith and medullary rays. The stele is polyfascicular stele. Pericycle. Pericycle is found just below the endodermis and is composed partly of parenchymatous and partly of sclerenchymatous cell. Sclerenchymatous cells are found in the form of a crescent-shaped patch outside the vascular bundle. This has not been called as a bundle cap. This type of sclerenchymatous patches of fiber belongs to the phloem and not to the pericycle. Hence, the term is known as the heart blast is also used to refer these passages. However, these provide mechanical support to the plant. Vascular bundles are arranged in a ring, each vascular bundle being a wedge shape and typically conjoined collateral and open type. Each bundle has a patch of xylem toward the center and patch of phloem toward the periphery and a strip of cambium in between them. Xylem lies inner to the cambium and consists of tracheid, vessels, fiber and parenchyma. The tracheae are found along the vessels and lying in between. Vessels are arranged in a radial row with the protoxylem lying toward the center and the metaxylem toward the cambium, that is end-arc arrangement of xylem. The protoxylem consists of annular and spiral or sometimes reticulate vessels, and metaxylem have a reticulate and pitted vessel. Xylem fibers are irregular intermixed while parenchyma are found around the protoxylem. Phloem is found just below the sclerenchyma patch and consists of sieve element, companion cell and phloem parenchyma. The sieve element appear as a large cavity and disperse in an isolated manner. Companion cell are relatively small in size and are found associated with sieve tube. The remaining cell of the phloem are parenchymatous and the bast fiber being absent. Cambium, it is usually consists of number of layer of meristematic cell lie inner to the phloem. The cells are thin walled and appear rectangular or brick shape in cross section. The cambium is usually interfascicular or fascicular type as it is embedded in the vascular bundle. Cambium is a type of lateral meristem. Pith. Pith occupies the center part of the stem which consists of parenchymatous cell. The cells are rounded or polygonal, thin walled, several intercellular spaces are present. Cells of pith store food material. Medullary rays. These are also called the pith rays. The rays form elongated structure which extend in between the two vascular bundle. They are composed of thin walled, radially elongated parenchymatous cell which participate in lateral translocation of food, water and other substance and also sometimes it store food material. Thank you.